Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Isobel. I am very backlit. I will get to that in a second. First of all, I haven't filmed since my birthday, but I'm going to be making reference to previous videos. So, anyway, I'm quite backlit. I've got a desk here now. My window is like behind me, which is why there was a dark brown desk downstairs in the living room, well, dining room bit. And I showed when that was put in, and you know. And I decided to bring that up here, which where I'm sat now, there used to be the big yellow armchair. I took that apart because it wouldn't fit out my door, my bedroom door, into the hallway even. I knew it wouldn't get down the stairs. I wouldn't have been able to even nearly help my dad carry it down the stairs. So I took it apart into, what was it? The seat cushion, the seat base, the back, the two sides, and the four legs. So I took it apart, and then we carried each part down, and then I rebuilt it downstairs. So where this desk was downstairs is now where a yellow chair is. My cat loves it. It's her chair. She's obsessed. She was obsessed with it when it was in my room, but she wasn't allowed on it because where the back of the chair was here, she could get to all this stuff on the wall, and she would like pull on this and try and get my Polaroid pictures down and stuff. So she wasn't allowed up here, but she did quite often go up there. And now she's downstairs and she's on it, and she stands on the top of it and she grabs it and she does this. She's having the best time. So yeah, that's one thing I've done. So I am sat here at this desk, which is where my yellow chair was. My other desk is still there. My white one. Basically, it's better for me to have two desks now because I can use that one for sewing at and like painting or whatever. I've got something in my eye. This one I can use for my computer, but then there's also a drawer here where I can move all my computer bits into to clear this space off, and I could use this one if I'm currently sewing on that machine. I could use this desk as like a place where I can cut fabric, like I can lay fabric out and like draw patterns on the fabric that I want to cut out and things. Or I can use this one to pack orders for my Etsy shop, for my small business, and it's a lot more useful than the armchair, which I never really sat in anyway. Maybe that's a little bit better. It will not stand up. Well, anyway, I've got to, it won't stand up, but I can show you my David Bowie t-shirt, and I've painted my nails silver, which just makes me feel fancy. I don't know why. I thought I could also show you, some things I've been doing recently. I've been doing a lot of crocheting, okay? So I got a water bottle for my birthday. I don't think it was in my birthday video. This is the water bottle. It will not thread correctly. It is brand new. It has never threaded correctly. So if it's in like my tote bag or something while I'm carrying it and it falls over, it just leaks. So I crocheted this. It's out of macrame yarn. Macrame. I say macrame, I don't know how you're meant to say it. But yeah, you start with your magic circle, which by the way, if you're watching this and you're scared of crocheting because of magic circles, please don't be. They're really simple. I think people freak themselves out too much over it, but yeah, magic circle, and then go around in circles, and then up the sides I've got this kind of like little square design, and I just put on loops because I already had the strap, and also I have previously done the whole strap in crochet before for a water bottle holder, which I think I have. Yeah, I do. It's here. So this is for an old water bottle that was thinner. This water bottle does not fit in this one, but I crocheted the entire strap on this one. It's the same design, but when you put a heavy water bottle in it, it just pulls it down, and this just gets longer and longer. So I just thought I'll do little loops, and then I can attach a strap to it, and then my water bottle, I forgot that I had metal on it when I dropped it, just slots in there like that. And where the top just sticks out, I can wear it and just grab it off my hip and have a drink, put it back on, I don't actually have to take it out every time or anything. So that's actually, there wasn't that wasn't the first thing I crocheted. The first thing I crocheted with the macrame yarn is this massive bag. I absolutely love it. It's, I think, called like a grocery bag or a market bag or something like that. Yeah, it holds so much. I've got 2 t-shirts which I need to put in for the wash. Oh, I need to get onto that as well. Okay, this is the yarn. It's from Aldi, and it's like a rope kind of vibe. That's just another yarn I've got in there. This is another of the yarn, but in a different colour, and another in a different colour. And it holds my yarn ball thing. So this is it empty. You can see the pattern. It's just gorgeous. I love the blue. Me and my mum both said the first thing we said when we like were looking at it was, I can picture carrying a watermelon in it. It just seems so like bright and summery and like just like big, like it would fit a watermelon in it. And then I thought with these 2 colours, they looked quite autumnal, so I was thinking if I could make coasters. So first I made this size coasters, right? I then put one of my dad's mugs on them, and the mug was the exact width, like, and I think a coaster should stick out slightly from your cup. So then I made 2 other designs. So this one is just a bit bigger, so if I use the brown one to show you, see there's now like a little border around where your mug would be. And then this one, a bit harder to see. Oh no, you can actually see it quite well. It's like a little flower. I've not tied it off yet. But yeah. And then your mug would sit like that, and it would have like little petals sticking out around it. So I don't know, I might do something with those. Obviously it is already autumn, like shops have already got, some shops have got their Christmas stuff. But I might put some on Etsy, who knows. And I think that's it for my crocheting. I think that's all the crocheting I've done. There was something else I wanted to talk about. In some videos I've done like eczema updates and things like that, so I now know actually what I have, which is atopic dermatitis. That is, my voice feels like it's going, can you hear it? It sounds croaky. Maybe if I have a drink of water, 1 second. Atopic dermatitis is a kind of eczema. This was like an umbrella term. Atopic dermatitis is genetic, chronic and incurable, which I knew I was gonna have that. I could tell from how my eczema behaves, that it was just like in my body. It was just a thing that I had, because, how do I explain how I knew? My eczema will just come and go as it pleases. It's so hard to describe what I mean. It just comes and goes, and it can be gone for years, and it can be around for years, but nothing I've ever done has affected it. So, for example, I've had eczema when I've had a cat, and I've not had eczema when I've had a cat. I do this thing with foods where I will eat them for years and then go off them. So I've had eczema with them without eating certain foods, or wearing certain materials, or using certain washing detergents for clothes. So I knew nothing like externally was affecting it, but I did check with, I don't know if I mentioned in a previous video, one of my like tests I had was a blood test where they tested for certain allergies. So they did cat, dog, mould, dust mites, grass, loads of like fish kind of things, like prawns and oysters or something like that. So it's them kind of things, things I'm never even going to eat, nuts and like all different things, cheeses and milk, I think, maybe, or something. And I wasn't allergic to any of it, and at that point I was like, probably it's gonna definitely be atopic dermatitis. And I was right, but I wish I wasn't, because I wish I could just stop eating something and it never come back. That would have been ideal. But that's not how it is. So yeah, the funny thing is, so I had it pretty much everywhere, to be honest, but I had it all down my chest here, and it's still itchy there, but you cannot see it at all. Like, there's no redness, there's no dryness, it feels soft, but it's still itchy, and I don't like that. Oh, I have to tell you about this cream. They gave me a cream, so I was referred to a dermatologist, but it was on the My Skin Doctor app. So I just sent pictures of my skin, sent like a brief. It wasn't brief actually, they asked for it to be brief, but I put so much information in. I said this. It all happened in these years, this year. Like, proper rundown of my, like, experience with eczema. And they said atopic dermatitis, and then they prescribed me with a cream called Protopic 0.1%. Now, I don't want to scare anyone if you get prescribed this, because symptoms, what is it? Side effects, that's the word. Side effects are going to affect everybody differently. Some people will have some, other people will have others. But these are the, I think it said common effects under 1 in 10. It should just say torture, because that's what it felt like for 8 hours straight. Yeah, I was talking about the side effects before my mum phoned me. So, it felt like my body was on fire from the inside out. Like, I felt like I was being lit on fire under my skin, and it was like coming out of my skin, and I actually felt hot to the touch. And I was wearing shorts and a vest top, like a flowy as well, like flowy loose clothes. I felt constantly itchy, like absolutely no break in the itchiness for 8 hours. Every time I did itch, like, or scratch, it felt like the pain was like piercing deep into my, like, skin, like it was going into my muscles. Like, oh, it was the weirdest, most unpleasant feeling. So I was prescribed to use it once a day for 2 weeks. I used it once a day for 1 day, and I haven't used it again since, because that was awful. I phoned the pharmacist. Spoke to a woman, obviously, that, like, answers the phone, and then she put me on to a pharmacist, because not everyone that works at a pharmacist is a pharmacist. So, you get what I mean. And he was like, okay, what symptoms did you have? And he searched up, and I was like, I know that they're common symptoms, but I didn't know if it should last for 8 hours straight and then wake me up 3 times in the night. And he was like, yeah, probably don't use it again, and maybe make a doctor's appointment. I haven't made a doctor's appointment yet, but I also just recently looked through some of my, like, medical records at blood tests I had done in 2023 that all came back satisfactory. And it definitely said I was, like, deficient and depleting in iron. Like, I think the normal range is 40 to 400, and I was 12. And they said that I was satisfactory and never did anything about it. So I'm like, if I was 12 then, what am I now? Can you understand why women don't love going to the doctors? Yeah, I also just remembered as well, while I was sat here, that I did some more art things. I just painted some random stuff. Ignore the Calpol. Yes, I'm an adult and I use Calpol. I can't swallow tablets. I painted these all bright colours because, I mean, that's patchy on the camera. You can't actually tell that much in real life. Is there a less patchy side? No, okay, it doesn't look like that patchy at all in real life, but yep, I just painted them all. That one was gold originally, that was white, and they were beige. And I just thought, everything's so boring and beige and bleh at the moment. I want it to be colourful. So, yep, I did that. And I need to do some, I'm going to move you back to the really bad lighting angle, I'm sorry. I need to do some Instagram posts. Have I even mentioned about my phone? I don't think I have. My phone's broken, I'm getting a new one, it's arriving on Tuesday. Literally the apps I have on my phone that work are YouTube and Google. I have WhatsApp, it doesn't work. My contacts and my text messages on my phones, on some days, I can look at them and make phone calls and text people, and some days it just won't load anything. So I'm getting a new phone. So I've been doing everything on my iPad, but yeah, my iPad stopped letting me post, and I've just regained ability, I believe, to do so. So let's check. Yes, it is allowing me to now. So I can make posts. I haven't posted since I went on holiday with my dad, which was not long after my birthday. I've then also since been on another like UK holiday with my mum, and we went on a picnic at one point as well. I can post pictures from that. I want so many things to post. I'll come back to you when I've done all this. Okay. I have posted all my posts. And I've just remembered, I basically have this bag, this fake Converse. I got it on holiday, okay, and recently 2 of the, like, these bits, 2 of this part broke off, like snapped into so many little pieces. They're metal as well. So I'm going to try and make crocheted like toggles that I can use to open the bag. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try our best. Could make it like a loop and attach it back to the bottom, which might work. And then if I like attach it back down to here, I want to be clear, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make there be a toggle so that I can, I mean, hey, look, it works. Does it look fantastic? No. Does it do what its job is meant to be? Yeah. And there are my 2 crocheted zip things. Cool. That's another thing I've fixed.